go fishing. Kat had to work today, so it's just me, Alicia, Brandon, and Jess. We're going to head out a couple hours down over the road. We're going to see what fish are biting. First trip of the year, so we're all pretty excited. We'll catch you when we get down there. So we had a little bit of excitement down the road. We managed to get a bear. So we're going to go in, we're going to have a look, and we're going to show you guys what we're going to do with him. So we got the bear taken care of in the back of the truck, and now we're going to get geared up and head down over the bank and see if we can't catch a fish. So what was the excitement so far today, Jess?
Got almost a fish. Now let's see the rest.
And Brandon almost got a fish.
Yep, and at least you got a stick. Alicia and her pink rod. Snazzy pink rod.
I don't know whether that came out or not, but there's 2 loons down off the point.
Yours? Fucker. Sorry. Alright, you.
You got him.
He was too short. He was only 20 inches and they got to be 24. So I had to let him go and get bigger so I can catch him again later.
So we're back from fishing, and we're going to fillet this lake trout that Alicia caught, and then we're going to cook it and eat it. So we're pretty excited. Nice, beautiful lake trout. When you start, you want to start up here by the head, make a nice little cut in around all the way up to the top. skirting the gill plate. And then you start here at the backbone, go in about an inch and come all the way back down past your dorsal fin. Once you get back here, you're past your rib cage. Come right out through. Put your knife flat against the backbone and right out to the tail. Then what we're going to do is we're going to lift up on our fillet and follow the rib cage down through a little at a time, hugging the bones on the way. You want to stay nice and tight to the rib cage so you don't lose any meat. Get down here and then we'll remove our fillet. And there we go. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Come around, skirt your gill plate. Right along the backbone again, same thing.
Do you want me to hold his head still so he stops wobbling?
Now we're all right. You get down past the dorsal fin and then right on through again. Hold tight to the backbone and right out to the tail. Same thing again. Tight to the backbone and the rib cage all the way out through. Same thing again, we'll remove our fillet. And we got our second fillet. Now we'll eat the belly meat, because if there's any bad or foul taste in the meat at all, in the fish, it'll be in there.
I was just going to ask that.
Well, there you go.
Good to know.
Now, we'll get this in the sink. Out of the way.
So when you cut something like that, there's no bones in the fillets now?
There's a pin bone that runs down the middle. Right in here, you'll be able to feel it with your fingers.
Okay.
Once we get the skin off, we'll just cut those out.
Okay.
You can go with a pair of tweezers and pick them, but I find it's a little tedious. So what we did here is we made a quick cut in between the skin and the meat, and we're following it around with a little bit of pressure on the knife in order to remove the skin.
You want that with this thing too?
Yep. Same thing with the second one. Just grab a bit on the tail, cut down to the skin, turn your knife sideways and put some pressure on it. You'll get a flex in your fillet knife for that. And you follow your skin separated from the fillet.
Definitely helps to have sharp knives.
Yeah, I got a guy that does that.
Excellent.
Does an excellent job, yes.
Yeah, it's cutting through really easy. I like it.
Ooh, I got a little excited there.
That happens.
So we got a little bit of skin left there. We'll just peel it off on the inner side. First one of the season, so I'm a little out of practice.
Your little out of practice is much better than my never having done it.
There you go.
It's actually a lot easier than I thought it would be.
Yeah, there's not a lot to it. It's comes with years of practice. I started when I was about 8, so if I'm not good at it by now, I'm never going to be. Here we go. So we're going to rinse these off, get the cutting board down, and we'll cut pin bones in. Grab that.
Cold water, warm, does it matter?
Cold water, please.
Oh yeah, you can feel the bone in them right there.
Yep. So you just run your fingers along, you find where your bones run, and on a touch of an angle towards yourself, we'll take those cutting along them, you follow them right down through. You feel your knife against them. There we go. And then just on the other side.
Oh, it doesn't run the full length?
No, it just runs to right around where we stopped with the dorsal fin.
Okay. And that's it.
And that's your bones there. Same thing on this one.
So this just all goes over with the...
Yep, that goes in the pile with the garbage. Same thing on the second fillet. And there you have it. Boneless, skinless, beautiful lake trout fillets. So we're going to chunk them up, portion sized pieces. And with these ones, we're going to roll them in egg and almond flour.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to put a little fry on them, and we should be good to go. That's how it's done. All right, so we got our breading station set up. We got almond flour, egg, and breadcrumb. We're going to do so much with almond flour. We're going to do so. Stop laughing at me.
Almond flour.
Almond. Did I say it wrong?
No, that just in.
We're going to do so many with the flour and the egg only, and then we're going to do flour, egg, breadcrumb for some more. We got some pike we're going to start with. We got that yesterday. In the melee between dealing with a couple of bears and breaking them down, I didn't get the video of how to fillet a pike, but our next trip, hopefully we can get a pike, and we'll show you guys how to do that. So first into the flour, get a nice coat. You got to make sure your fish is good and dry, and the flour will stick. And then we'll go into the egg. Now these ones you're going to want to set up for a little while. So we're going to set them on their own separate plate. And the flour and the egg are going to come together and make a nice little batter for it. So we're going to do half the pike with that, and half the lake trout, and half with the breadcrumbs as well. this one will do breadcrumb. Just like that. So we're going to go through the lake trout, or the pike and the lake trout both, and then we're going to get in the frying pan.
All right, we're rolling.
Okay, so we're going to start with the pike. We got the bottom of the pan covered liberally with oil, and we're going to set these in here and give them a couple minutes on each side. Fry them up. Don't cook them too long, just until it starts to become firm. So we're going to cook these ones, and then we're going to switch over to our egg only after. These need a little bit longer to set up, and we're going to show you what it all looks like when it's done. And there's the finished product. Pike and lake trout all cooked up on a plate. I like mine with lemon and beans, but everybody has it a little different. What'd you think of your first lake trout, Alicia?
It was delicious. I really liked it.